make it more equitable? How do we change some of those negative experiences you've had simply because you're a Black founder, a Black business person coming in? And what are you telling those athletes you're working with that also have, you know, the color of their skin as a barrier sometimes to getting where they want to go? How are you supporting them? And what are you telling them in terms of continuing to move? How are you trying to change maybe the industry itself to be more accepting of the fact that, hey, yeah, we're here, we know what we're doing, and the traditional, you know, sports investors, like, that's just a myth. We've just kind of consistently given them opportunities, but everybody is entrepreneurial in this industry. I feel like we have a ton, we just don't see them. So how are you working to fix that? Is it through the work you're doing at Athlete Tech Group, getting more athletes excited about entrepreneurship? Or give us a quick snapshot as we wrap up of what you're doing to make change in this space.
Oh man, I'm collaborating with people like Danielle. I think
You're too nice.
No, it's the truth, right? Like, people could really look at your company and look at my company and say we're competitors. They could, right?
Mm-hmm.
Athlete Tech Group, when we started, was a media company. We ran series like this and campaigns and hosted events. I see a world where Training Ground answers all of those questions. It's the one-stop shop. It's on-demand learning, centralized, mobile friendly. It's your tool. It's your friend. It's your platform to engage and grow your skill set on your own time, to help you really build your own autonomy. And how we've been doing it is, like I said, working with people like you, putting content out there, reading, building networks, building community, building relationships, launching little programs, testing it out, like Players Club, getting people in our community to give us feedback. I think the biggest thing for entrepreneurs is feedback, and not to be scared of feedback, right? Good or bad, take it, receive it. It's the same thing a coach would tell you, good or bad, they're going to tell you. And use the feedback to be better. And if you find ways to be better than you were yesterday, everything should be okay. Should be okay. And I think, you know, by building community, people will continuously find ways to support. And I'm a very, very big believer in it. So, you know, you reached out and said, Randy, I'm launching this series, sign me up, I'm in. Why? Because I understand that you've built a community, and this gives me a platform to engage with your community. Some people may have never met me before. This might be their first time hearing me talk. And hopefully I said something during this conversation to make you want to click something and ask a question, and maybe go check out my LinkedIn, right? It's the access to information. It's the access to education that we need to make more normal and make more available. So I encourage you to keep going. I applaud you for what you're doing with this. Maybe one day we'll be able to become a sponsor of campaigns like this, because I believe in storytelling, right? Yeah. Without storytelling, I wouldn't be here. If I don't get the chance to experience what I experience and find ways to share with the world, I wouldn't be here. So continue to share those stories and run campaigns like this, because the world needs it. And as athletes in the sports community, we also need it as well, because it's in us. We just need help finding it.